down below NerdZo. I know it's been a while since I made my last video. I promise I will get to a review very soon. We just moved into a new house, and I've actually been working on a project that I want to share with you guys. Check it out. It's a Mame cabinet. Excuse the wiring. I will fix that up as needed. Let me boot her up here. Let me show you what we got. A little, kind of tiny, but you know what I just realized is that is a statement. That is not a question. So forgive my grammar. We got Ninja Turtle background there. Trying to make it boot right into it. I was running into complications, so I just opted to just put it in the startup folder. It just takes a little bit longer, but you know what? It works. Fuck off. Yes, I did all of that. I did that a while ago. I did that in like 2 years. Obviously, it said 2013 on it. But I built another Hyper Machine back in the day there. And that one actually had every emulator, every whatever the hell on it. And this one just is just strictly Mame. The only reason why I wanted to do that was obviously this. I'll get into the construction of this just a little bit here. But I wanted to show it off as we wait for this to boot. It's the only thing that I wish I would have done with this machine. There's just a computer that lives inside the box. And it is a SATA drive, but I want it to be an actual what do you call it? SSD. I wanted an SSD in there because this would just make it go way faster. I'm gonna put this down just for a second here so I can control it and you guys can see. Here's the main front end. I have probably I have like over 2,000 freaking games on here, which I all own. I own every one, every single one of them. I own them. They're in the back. Anyway, let's go to the favorites. Alien vs. Predator, Mad Dudes. Such an underrated game. So if I come here and I just float it up. Place. Anyway, this is how everything gets wired up. You see this little guy right here? We call it the iPod Ultimark 4, I believe is what it's called. And as you can see, The wires, I actually, you know what, I'm actually pretty impressed with myself. I'm normally a pretty sloppy person, but this is actually some of my finer work. And as you can see, a lot of these wires are color coded for quick and easy troubleshooting. But basically how it works is each wire, you see how every single like button's got the little white button on the bottom there. That's actually what actuates it. So once that is triggered, you'll hear a button go, and it comes down and it triggers, and wherever this one is, you'll see it going to like one of those. So you can see like that one says to switch 6. So when that button is actuated, it tricks this little piece here, it tricks it into thinking that it's a keyboard. It tricks it into thinking it's a keyboard. So each one of these buttons is actually keyboard mapped. And then you just either go the default route, which is kind of what I did, except I had to do a little bit of programming for your Street Fighters and whatever else. NFL Blitz, and there's more games that I got to do, but for the most part, when I get my housewarming party here in a couple of weeks, this thing's gonna be frickin' good to go. The hardest part about this whole thing was, if you see there's little black wires right around here, each one of those, it's daisy chained. Every single freaky button that you see before you. I kind of had to map it out and kind of map and just decide, okay, I gotta go here, I gotta go here, and then the easiest route. I bought 25 feet worth of cable for each color that you see, and I literally used every last bit for the ground wire. The cab is, it's got the T-molding that I bought from tmolding.com. In fact, I will put links to all of this stuff, the actual build itself, the plans, what have you. Computer is nothing special. It's just something that I had lying around. Like I said, I would prefer to have an SSD in this thing, but the only thing that I have hooked up to it is literally HDMI. That's my sound and my video that goes up the TV here. USB, mouse, keyboard. I think it's PS2 actually. And then power. I don't have any internet hooked up to this bad boy, so if I have to do some troubleshooting, I'll have to stick like a wireless card in here. But as you can see, the build is not. The build's actually incredibly built. I went to my grandfather's place and told him, "Hey, I want to build this main cabinet." Well, do you have any plans? You can get some. Well, we went out to his place that weekend, and I showed him the plans, and I told him, "Cool, I'll come out next weekend, and I'll help you out. I'll help you start building it." He calls me the next day, and he says, I can't even remember the question that he had, but it was, "Well, I've got the thing halfway built," and what? I wanted to help you with this thing. And but he's retired. He runs the shop, and he's got time. But I'm eternally grateful that I have had that assistance. But as you can see, I take it with great pride. So that's basically it. That's what I've been working on as of late. But I promise I'll get a new video out as soon as I can, guys. Just let me finish up here. It's been a lot of work. A lot of grueling hours into this bad boy, but it is all worth it. Anyway, Double O NerdZo, signing out.